Welcome to the Smart Fit. Today, you know, the brownie. Fudgy, gooey, chocolatey, crisp, and sure to scratch that chocolate itch. Oh, and did you know this is not only an American recipe, but originally comes from my hometown, Chicago. No pre-made mix here, only the real homemade thing. You've got most of the things at home right now, and once you go, the Smart Fit, you don't go back. Finish with some flaky sea salt and leave everyone speechless. Let's do this. In order to orchestrate this recipe, you need a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And don't forget a little chopped something too. All that mixed together and boom. As usual, start with the dry ingredients, sifting 80 grams of cocoa powder, 80 grams of all-purpose flour, 3 grams kosher salt, and 2 grams instant espresso. The instant espresso will add a super depth to the chocolate flavor. Whisk to combine and set aside while we get the wet things together. Start by melting 150 grams of unsalted butter. Close the microwave door on your hand because the camera woman is yelling at you for not cleaning the oven. So clean the oven, and now we're ready to continue. In a larger bowl, mix 250 grams of granulated sugar and the 150 grams of melted unsalted butter. To encourage fudginess, whisk until your forearm burns, and then keep whisking before switching to the other arm for some more. This makes sure the sugar is as dissolved as possible before baking. As you continue to whisk and love the burn in your muscles, drop 1 large room temperature egg at a time. Room temperature, people. We didn't melt this butter and cause this friction with the whisk for you to cool it down with a cold egg. In total, 2 large room temperature eggs, and my arm hasn't burned this badly since I got a shake weight for my birthday. Finally, stir in 15 milliliters of vanilla extract, and now preheat your oven to 175 degrees Celsius. Little by little, add the dry stuff to the wet stuff and fold and stir to mix. Mix just until there are no dry spots and do not overmix. We want these soft and tender, not rough and tough. Now look how smooth and glossy this looks. Speaking of tough, it's time to rough up this 82% chocolate bar. Bring down the power and chop into large pieces so that they melt but don't completely dissipate. Scoop those chocolate pieces with your bench scraper and go ahead and stir them into the brownie mix. Besides large chocolate pieces, what do you like to put inside your brownie? Lightly butter a 25 by 18 centimeter baking dish, that's 10 by 7 inches for my viewers in the USA. Line the dish with parchment paper, which will make removing the brownie flawless. Dump. Yeah, dump is probably not the best choice of word when you slide it out into the bowl. Anyways, brownie in the dish, let's finish this. Into the oven it goes at 175 degrees Celsius or 350 F or Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. Time is up, brownie done, and oh, how tempting it is to dive right into this scorching hot chocolate lava filled brownie. But we have to remove it from the dish so it stops baking and let it cool for at least a couple hours, but preferably overnight. And we tried, but we couldn't wait overnight to try this. It's solid on the outside, but warm and fudgy on the inside. The big pieces of dark chocolate are just exciting to the eyes. If you like this recipe so far, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you get a reminder every time we release a new video. Stack them unevenly high and shamelessly with no regard for your blood pressure, sprinkle them with large, flaky sea salt. The chocolate and salt combination will make your head spin. Finally, time to eat. I'm so excited to take a big bite of this chocolate piece right here. And immediately the warm chocolate hits your mouth. You have the fudgy bite from the inside. The outside has that crispy, thin skin, and then the salt. Every time you bite into the salt, it contrasts the chocolate and just one thing builds onto the next, and it's just so good. Makes every bite like a new one. Salt and chocolate. And salt and chocolate. Oh, more salt? Yeah, don't mind if I do. One more salt. And it just doesn't stop. When you use the big chocolate pieces, it's like a surprise every other bite. Like, dream it, learn it, do it. You know what this would go great with? Our Chicago-style pizza. Imagine that. You start with a Chicago-style slice of pizza, and then you finish with some brownies. That's Chicago. What can I say? We only bring you great things.